We all like to travel, especially to see loved ones for big family events when we all live far away. You always come across something new and spectacular, something out of your comfort zone. You want to make the most of it, but you also want to keep up your training and maintain all of your good habits. Maintain and improve your foundational skills any way that you can. Take your training on the road. The night before we left, we had our regular Wednesday night class. Recently, we have been focusing on the techniques that our junior students will be required to perform for their first grading. The first of these techniques is called Aikido, or first control, or sometimes known as first principle. In this technique, we use the arm to create a shoulder lock that will result in a pin with the opponent facing the ground. It is a great foundational technique for developing control and good posture. The next morning we had a super early get up to catch our 6 a.m. flight from Darwin all the way across to Cairns. Our whole extended family was getting together for the weekend to help celebrate my father's 70th birthday, which we were all really excited for. Once we had landed, we went straight out to this little cafe and had breakfast before picking up our hire car and heading up north to the delightful Palm Cove, which is 20 minutes north of Cairns Airport. Soon after we arrived, we met up with family and got to meet a couple of interesting locals. Our accommodation for this trip was the Palms Palm Cove, which is approximately 350 metres up from Palm Beach. The location was perfect. We were able to walk almost everywhere that we needed to and provided the perfect getaway for when we wanted to have a quiet moment for ourselves. The key feature of the Palms has to be this beautiful Balinese-inspired garden, which really accentuated the tropical North Queensland experience. We were able to book a 2-bedroom apartment with a nice living room, giving the kids plenty of space to play. The outdoor pool area centrally located on the premises was incredible. The pool was nice, relaxing, and we definitely made the most of our time here. Towards the rear of the premises, there were a few facilities that really caught my eye. This outdoor entertainment area was equipped with an outdoor kitchen. But my favourite part was located a little further back. This nice secluded outdoor grass space could be used for entertaining. But what really piqued my excitement was this built-in yoga studio, which looked like a great place to get some practice in, which we'll come back to later. After a short nap, it was time to hit the pool, a great remedy for a whole morning on a plane, and a fun place to practice some ukemi. My father's birthday dinner was held at the El Greco Greek Taverna in Palm Cove. This place prides itself on its authenticity, and of course its incredible food. This was actually the first time we'd all been in the same place together for many years, which made it even more special. Happy birthday, Dad. The next morning, I got up early and made my way down to the yoga studio for some solo training. This is something I will often do at home on the days that I'm not in the dojo. My routine is fairly straightforward. I practice the 6 basic movements in Yoshinkan Aikido, known collectively as the Kihon Dosa. I will do 10 repetitions of each movement on both my left and right side. In between each set of 10, I will then do 10 backwards break falls or koho ukemi. My focus here is to improve my form, increasing my depth, weight distribution, posture, and developing the strength in my legs and feet by using them to drive through each movement. One of the things that I particularly enjoyed about this session was the use of a new space, particularly training on a hardwood floor, which is not something I am used to. In the dojo, we get very used to training on the tatami mats, so I think it's good to take our practice into new spaces. Changing up the surfaces that we train on is a much more realistic approach. It also makes you more acutely aware of the minor imperfections that you might have in your technique. Typically, I will try and get my training done early in the morning, before my kids and wife wake up. This gives me the time and space to get exercise in whilst minimally impacting my time with the family. It's often also cooler at this time, given that we live in the far north in the tropics. Personally, I find that getting my training done early in the morning allows me to establish a positive mindset, especially when I know I'm going to have a long day ahead. Typically, this routine would take me about 30 minutes to complete, and I really notice the impact that it has on how well I perform my techniques when I return to the dojo. Every technique that we have in Yoshinkan Aikido is based off either one or a combination of these movements. So putting aside the time to work on these individually at home will definitely help improve your ability to perform these techniques when training with a partner. Building and maintaining a strong foundation, as well as developing the ability to focus on the finer points, will always be beneficial to your training progression. I chose to step out onto the grassy area to do my backwards breakfalls. The grass was a much kinder surface, even though it did leave me a little bit itchy afterwards. I really noticed the difference when I'm maintaining my ukemi regularly. It helps with my hip mobility and provides a practical way to improve my cardio. The rest of the day was spent with my extended family exploring North Queensland. Starting with the morning at Hartley's Crocodile Adventures, another 20 minutes north of Palm Cove. This place was amazing. There was so much to see and do here, and it was really family friendly. We started with the crocodile boat cruise around the man-made lagoon in the centre of the park. The tour guides were excellent, and there was no shortage of action. In the Northern Territory, we've been on several of these kinds of things before, but this one really stood out. After the boat tour, we moved across to a reptile display, where the presenter was showing off a whole range of different snakes. And you could really get up close if you were brave enough. We finished up at the crocodile feeding show, which was really entertaining and very cool to watch. The main presenter was informative and hilarious, and the kids were stunned when they heard the snap of the crocodile's jaws. Once we were done at Hartley's, we jumped back in the car and headed a little bit further north to the spectacular Port Douglas, which provided the perfect backdrop for a big family lunch. It was my first time up here, so once we finished eating, we set off for a walk along the foreshore, where we discovered this beautiful church right on the waterside. St Mary's by the Sea was so picturesque, and it still functions as a church today, not just a tourist attraction. I highly recommend taking a look if you ever find yourself in this beautiful part of the world. The next morning, it was time to pack our bags and head back home. After a quick airport breakfast and a desperately needed morning coffee, it was time to board the plane and start our journey back home.